All right, I'm going to show you a quick little beginner flow. So we'll start in down dog. And to set up for down dog, you're going to spread your fingers wide on the mat. And you're starting in this tabletop position. You tuck your toes, and then you lift your knees and push your hips back. And reach your heels towards the mat. They do not have to touch the mat. Maybe one day, but you can pedal it out, bending one knee and then the other. So from this down dog position, lift your right heel up to the sky. Keep your hips square. Then bend your knee. Then open your hips up for a scorpion dog. And then come back, square your hips, hinge forward, and step your foot in between your hands. So coming into this high lunge position, reaching your fingertips up to the sky. You're squeezing your glute to keep your hip lengthened here. Try not to open your hips up just yet. We're going to keep them square for just a moment longer. Bending into your front knee, stacking your knee over your ankle, keeping your core engaged. And then we pivot our back foot down, opening up into this warrior two stance. We bend into our front knee. Our knee is stacked over our front heel, and our back foot, you're pressing into the knife edge of your back foot, keeping your core really active. We don't want to sink into our low back. Almost scoop your right hip under you. Roll your shoulders back and down and lengthen through your arms. Gaze over your front hand. So this is warrior two. From warrior two, straighten your front leg and then reverse it into a reverse triangle. So your top hand comes up and back. Feeling a nice stretch from the tip of your fingers all the way down your side body. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, bend your front knee. And you'll come into this side angle pose. Rest your right arm on your right knee. And your left arm comes up, stacking on top of your shoulder. So this is side angle pose. Your gaze is up at your fingers. Keeping your feet active. Almost pull your feet together on the mat, but not actually moving them. From here, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot and step it back into a high plank position. And then you can press back into down dog. You can take it through a vinyasa. You can come into child's pose and take a couple of deep breaths. And then when you're ready, we will come back up into downward facing dog to do it on the other side. So to set up for downward dog, spread your fingers wide on the mat, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press back. Maybe they call it taking your dog for a walk. So you pedal it out. One heel reaches towards the mat, then the other. And then find stillness. Lift your left heel up to the sky. Bend at your knee and open your hip up. Then square your hips. Then step through into that low lunge position. Coming into high lunge, flex through your quads and reach up. Fingertips to the sky. Squeezing your glutes, keeping your core active. And then we pivot into warrior two on the other side. Your left knee is stacked on top of your left ankle. You're pressing into the knife edge of your back foot. Your back leg is long and flexing. Roll your shoulders back and down. Scoop your glutes under to activate your core. Roll your shoulders back, reach through your fingertips, and gaze over your front hand. This is warrior two. For a reverse triangle, straighten your front knee, and then reach your top hand up and over So both of your legs are straight here, staying active in both of your feet, your legs, your stomach, and your hands. Lengthen. And then we're going to come down into side angle. Bend your front knee. Left arm comes onto your left knee, and your right arm comes up, stacking your joints from your wrist all the way down to your shoulder. And try not to arch into your low back here. Keep it active. So squeeze your glutes under. Make your tailbone heavy. And from here, we cartwheel our hand down, pivot on our back foot into a high plank position. You can either press into downward dog. You can come onto your knees and press into child's pose. Whatever feels good for you. And there you have it, a little beginner flow for you.